welcome back to Bump Love. Have you subscribed to our YouTube channel? Make sure you hit the notification bell, subscribe, and make sure you don't miss any of our episodes. Today we talk grooming, or teaching your children good grooming. And that, involves many things: personal hygiene, teaching them how to look after their staff, tidying up their rooms, all of that. Now, ladies, recently, Godfrey Kutesa, who mentors boys and has been on our show, was talking about moms raising boys and how we should basically lower our expectations when we are teaching them to, keep themselves clean and keep themselves tidy. I know that I like things done a particular way, so I find myself getting frustrated a lot of the times. But I want to first hear from you. What has been your experience teaching your kids good grooming?
Wow. When you're teaching girls, I think it's easy. Boys, on the other hand, well, my eldest is turning 8, so the process is going on. Like I feel like I have a long way to go in this journey called teaching how to groom. But I like that my eldest, lately, you don't have to remind him to go and bathe in the morning, because I have a tutor that comes to teach them in the morning. They need to be fresh, so he's accustomed to the fact that he has to bathe and brush his teeth. Of course, with brushing, sometimes you have to, keeping an eye, reminding them, have you done this? Please do. No, mommy, let me first get a cup of tea. I'm like, no, please do first things first. Before anything, this is what has to be done. I'm teaching them how to lay their beds. I'm teaching them how to wash their underwear. I'm teaching them, precisely, that's what I'm focusing on for now. Yeah. Underwear, laying their beds, and personal hygiene, brushing and bathing every morning and evening. Yeah. Yes.
For someone who has been in the presence of like a 30-year-old or met a guy, he's not smelling good, like it's there, it exists, and there's certain places where you can't lower your expectations as such. There's just some basics, where you're just like, yeah, please, basic, you have to shower. Basic, you have to clean your underarms and you have to shave. You know what I mean? Like, there's certain basics. So, and in my mind, I'm like, there's certain basics I need to sort out before we reach adolescence, because there's a point when I won't be able to communicate yes. And I'll just look like those moms and everything. So it's really important for me. Now, as you all know, Blake is obviously organized. He knows his things. Like, everything follows after another. Like, you don't have to remind Blake.
My child on the other hand.
Pumla's daughter on the other hand. Pumla's daughter gives me a run for her money. Like, she'll brush, then leave the face without washing it. I'm just like, hey, Bianca, you didn't wash your face. She's like, no, it's because I want to first eat. Then my mouth will get dirty. Then that's when I can wash my face. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Like, she has some explanation for everything. But I would say, though, that one of the things that has really helped me in this journey, even with my darling Bianca, is to get things prepared earlier, So, for example, we use a KonMari method to fold clothes. So when they remove a cloth, it will never show that they have disorganized. So I never have to tell them, organize your room, because they're KonMari. KonMari. The KonMari method of folding clothes is you don't pile clothes one over another, even while they're in a suitcase or anything, but you fold them in such a way that they are lined up like that.
I do that.
You get. So KonMari, yeah. So anytime they pick out a cloth, it will never be disorganized. It will just always stay as if it's organized. Even if you see some clothes have been picked out, so you kind of fold them in such a way that they can tell that this is this t-shirt, this is this short, so they can just really quickly pick it up. Yeah, or even things like underwear, because I don't want to find them all over the place. We put them inside a tissue box. As you pick one, the next one shows. You pick one, the next one shows. So that things can be easier, and I can shout less with the kids, trying to get them to. But yeah, I had a story for you guys for Bianca. One day she showers. So because they are now on that journey of showering themselves. So first of all, being on the journey of showering themselves, we use the gloved sponges, yeah, so they can put in their hands. So now I find Bianca, and she's washed her hands, washed her face, washed her legs, and so I usually check in the middle of the bath to just make sure they've reached their back somehow and help them if they need the help. So I go in and I say, oh, Bianca, do you need any help? Are you everything? She's like, everything is okay. I'm like, so how come you've not washed the rest of your body? She's like, I'm going to wash my body. I'm like, okay. So I close. Now, I don't check any time after that. So I think she knew, I guess. So here I am on my way to my bedroom, and also Bianca is getting out. She didn't know I was coming out. So she comes out dry.
I didn't get dirty.
Yeah, she does make a good point. And at that point, Brian looks at me and says, hey, it's stimulation. So I was like, for real, I was wearing clothes from here up to here.
Yes.
And so I've washed where the clothes were. I was like, wow, Bianca, wow.
Well, yeah, that's my Bianca, my Bianca. I don't know what you guys are raising, but I'm raising the typical boy child. Real typical. And it used to run me mad halfway to Timbuktu half the time, but my child is there is no blend, it's not there. He's the real description of how God said he got from the rib. Who has got from the rib? The woman. Now they took his rib. Of his rib is not there. They took it, and it's evident every day. And there's a thing that they say, when you're like a single mom, he spends most of his time with me. They become like, no, it's not. It has not been there right from birth till now. We are turning 11. My child Teja, even from before, so I like that you brought up God Recotesas thing, and he was really just trying to say, lower your expectations, not forgive boys, but lower your expectations. Now there are some of us who went to those real who are brought up traditionally, went to traditional schools, and we expect that our sons are going to do, So I have like sleepovers at my home, but they're only boys usually. And then as they grew, there was a point when like a girl, 2 girls, and it was remarkable how a girl would wake up in the morning, lay her bed properly, then come and announce for you, Auntie Pumla, I've done my bed, brush the teeth, come and show you clean teeth. But, like everything I'm trying to get my son to do, this child is just doing it so naturally. And all the boys never, it's just always then of course as they grew, things changed. Now you tell them, so my real problem used to be, I think that timing and having them do something in the exact same way that I expect them to do. And I hear women complain about their husbands also this. But why can't you throw the socks? What? My son, the laundry bin is here. The sock is here. One is in the bin. The other one is there. He will clean his toys. This is now I need your room organized. But he will leave the most dangerous one right flat in the middle of the room. He has cleaned, there is nothing. But he will leave that one which is going to make people. He will lay his bed half, leave the duvet half, and walk away and go and watch TV and be good life, yeah. And then you ask him, Gataja, have you laid your bed? Is your broom organized? Yes, go and check confident, telling you from the other side. Then you say, Gataja jangu wano. Jango ndagenga boyaze chitanda cho. He'll come. He says no rope. Yes. Mommy, I covered the duvet. I covered the duvet.
Even for maybe because mine is younger, but he will do it like that. But I see that's a laid bed.
Yeah, he says, yeah, it's laid.
Which brings in Godfrey's post.
Yeah, and lower your expectations. But then I realized, so what I've realized with my son is, when I'm on him, but if I smother him, do that, I see there's a resistance. I don't know if he likes that engagement. I don't know. But when I kind of leave him, like I'll say it once, he knows what he has to do, and I'll go away. I keep peeping. Then you'll find that he'll do it. Then he can tell you, but Mom, can't you give me time to breathe? Like, I wake up in the morning, can't I just, ease out of what? I'll come and do it. And eventually he does. But then when when I come to him so strongly, now he knows, Mommy, now I have to do it at her time, how she wants it. So he'll just do, like, to get it off his, Yeah, but you see, now that he's grown, it's good. Manila talked about adolescence. So now, personal, I leave to the dad. Yeah, because he will not let me see him, touch him, nothing. So I went to where I stopped, to where he could allow me, which was still young, maybe like 4 years or 3. And then after that, I just have some communications with the dad, Banang, please help me, assist me in this area. They started sex education, so he knows things. He doesn't let me in his personal hygiene space, but I just make sure he's showered, but he's not allowing me to see where he is, what he is. He won't let me. So that is now a conversation. Maybe you can call the father and ask him. I don't know.
That's the domesticated Pumla. I mean, such a big range. I'm just like, okay, she's domesticating. Okay, like,
Man.
but that part has jumped to be domesticated.
Boy.
Yeah.
In my case, everything you've spoken about, plus. We've had the showering of the feet, we've all sorts of things. What can I add to it? The older they grow, first of all, I didn't have like examples of people I could speak to about certain things. Yeah, so to be honest, I would have. It's good that, you know, Kutesa said what he did, because now we understand the expectations can't be the same.
Yeah.
But when I was having my children, I didn't have very many examples to pick from. So I ensured that my boys cleaned their rooms the way you'd expect a girl to clean, which clearly I see now must have been so difficult, but we always got it done. So there are those kids when they go to secondary school, people when they're writing like, you know, best in dorm, you know, clean, they would be up there. But as they've grown older, in addition to everything you guys have spoken about, is they get to a point whereby, like for example, they're growing their hair. I can't make them cut it. You know. So then they do their sports.
Shampoo it, condition.
No, at least now what we've agreed is that they've got some cornrows in it, so at least it kind of looks decent. But like,
You're killing me, Angie. You're killing me.
Yeah. So, but I'll tell you this, Asante's room is perfect. It's clean. She knows how to color code her panties and things like that. Then when I'm getting into my son's room, honestly, I'll tell you this, especially when they don't have girlfriends. I'll explain that later. Remember Manuela's thing when she's getting into the shadow of...
Yes.
Set? Good morning, Leo, get out now. Because those rooms, they smell of boy. That said, there are days they get up, they clean their room, they're everything. Usually it's because a girl is coming to visit.
Is it?
Oh, when men get girlfriends.
You mean when they are pursuing? Because after they get them, I think they go back.
But I'm telling you, the second you see your sons, your older sons, you know, all getting themselves in line, there is a girl involved.
So they do it to impress.
Yes, vacuuming his room for no reason. There is, somebody's coming to visit, Not that you'll be allowed in the room, but you know, you can kind of pass the room without fainting. Yeah.
They're going to be encouraged to let their boys get girlfriends so they get clean.
No, that's not it. Absolutely. That's absolutely not the message. But I'm just saying that men tend to exactly. And until they're older, and then it sticks, you know. But they do.
Need motivation. Thanks a lot, ladies. I was just hearing you speak and I was just like, yo, parenting is hard work. You know, you really raise a person to be independent and learn to clean themselves and to groom themselves, and it's exhausting. It really is. In my case, Micah is 5 now, and I listened to Manuela saying, Bianca can shower himself and all of that. Micah is not yet there at that stage where he can bathe himself. And I guess because he's the only child, we sort of are doing a lot of things for him. But I have that red flag in my head that keeps saying, you need to stop doing certain things. So I'm introducing certain concepts like, Micah, when you wake up, you lay your bed. So there will just be a throwing of the covers because that's all he knows. And I'll congratulate him, say, good job. Brushing teeth was a struggle. He just didn't like movement in the teeth, yes. But he's slowly now accepting that it's a thing you do in the morning and before you go to bed. So even when we forget, sometimes he reminds us, Mommy, I have to brush my teeth. He recently did something that warmed my heart. I need to confess something. I recently introduced underwear. Now I know many parents...
Okay.
You guys, I said I need to confess. Yes, I am those mothers. So, I never felt the need or the urgency to introduce underwear until this year. Yes, I am those mothers. Judge away if you want. Pumla is judging. Anyway, my mom recently was like, Rachel, you need to introduce underwear. You're going to have a hard time with this boy. I said, you probably need to wake up. So I go to the supermarket to buy underwear. I did have a hard time, thank God. He enjoys it now. He's like, Mommy, which underwear am I going to put on? Because I bought like Bukala colors. Like, I want this one.
No, but seriously,
I
he
let
was
him.
not wearing underwear.
No. Guys, I am bearing my soul.
You know, Mama, you're bearing your soul. But I understand because also the clothes that they wear,
Yes,
he was wearing soft.
Free and soft,
Soft,
yes.
like no jeans, no what. So
Okay.
It's
Pumla,
but a
stop
lot
already.
of Pumla will be fine.
That does not
But
look
no,
like
I
you.
understand.
It doesn't look
I
like me, I know.
know.
Anywho, so I
I
introduced
don't-
underwear.
The woman who washes her floor.
You guys, I will never confess on this show again. Anyway, more of the story. Don't be like me. Introduce underwear much earlier. You're killing my story. Anywho, so recently he's going to the bathroom and then he likes to look at himself in the mirror. He's like, he takes off his pants. He's like, Mommy, I want to look at myself in the mirror in my underwear. So he goes, stands in the mirror, looks at himself. Then he takes them off and he's like, I'm going to wash my underwear. I said, okay. I thought he was kidding, just, going about his conversation. So he goes to the bathroom, they finish showering. He comes out, now it's my turn to go to the bathroom. I find his underwear nicely hanging. You guys! Mother of the year!
So all along he has been watching and waiting for
And
the
waiting
time.
for the time
He
to
would
hang his
also hang.
underwear. I said, it was so,
That's
it
so cute
warmed my
because you're
heart.
so right. Because for many of us, we'll introduce underwear and everything, but it still goes to the house
To the
boy
house,
to wash.
yes, to the laundry
So-
basket.
So while we might be here judging her, she has arrived faster than many
Faster!
of us.
I have won my medal for 2020. Please. Okay.
We've given it
Thank
to
you very
you.
much. Thank you. Thank you.
And that one you've won.
So what are your experiences teaching your kids good grooming? You've had ours. Please share yours, your struggles too. We are here to help one another. If you are a mom like me who has just introduced underwear, please confess. There is no harm in it. Share your experiences on our social media platforms. We'd love to hear from you. And while you are at it, remember that you need to ensure a good education for your child. And you can do that by signing up on www.prudential.ug for a PruEduServe account. Until next time, with love from Bump Love.